There's also one on his waist. Oh my god! Hey, how's it going everyone? This is DCSG81 and today we are going to take a look into this CT Toys The Amazing Spider-Man Scarlet Spider. Okay, so very surprisingly, this doesn't have any wrong spelling. Just for the copyright sake, they actually spell everything correctly. And another thing that actually surprised me is that this is actually 186. I mean, I was just talking about 185 the other day. Actually compare with this 185, I didn't realize that they are just next to each other. Yeah. So for the box design, as you can see, they have actually changed it a little bit just to avoid the copyright, but we can still see the Scarlet Spider through the windows. The side of the box, we can see this Scarlet Spider looking pretty good. And this other side is also a very good printing on this Scarlet Spider. This is the top of the box, the bottom of the box, and they always have this sticker with Chinese wording on all their CT toys. And the back of the box is always my favorite. You can see all the good poses, the heads that it comes with. And they didn't include the extra thing that actually comes with, which I will share with you guys later. So let's get him out. And this is the CT Toys Scarlet Spider right out of the box, and this time around I do feel a little underwhelmed. Somehow a few factors. The very obvious one is you can see a lot of seams line actually coming out, and this one is also not being sealed properly. And this piece here, don't remember it being this long on the original, but the clothing does feels okay though. Yeah, it's very soft, very nice. Yeah, is there a bandy wire? I think, yeah, there is a bandy wire around the hoodie. And if you can see, the body is slightly shiny on mine. Yeah, it doesn't feels right. And then you can also see the metal pin on his arm, and this one is very loose. So it seems that I have received a not so good copy. And this piece here just feels like he's having a tummy here. It just keep dropping down. Maybe I do need to adjust it a little bit, but it seems like it's oversized. Yeah, just keep dropping down and makes it looks very odd. And the entire figure looks slightly smaller as well. I really can tell without doing the size comparisons. Yeah, so although the size is expected, but this feels a little bit underwhelmed. Okay, never mind, let's take a look at the body first. Once again, like I say, feels very nice. The spider logo, I don't know why they actually make the small one again. They know it's wrong because they also give another jacket with the big spider, which is the accessory that I mentioned earlier on that they didn't show at the back of the box. Okay, and the body, like I say again, is very shiny, and this metal part for his webbings does looks quite badly made. Even though it's being painted rather nicely, it does look like a metal. But you can see the mold is not smooth. Yeah, it's like a very rushed job. Even for this one, you can see there's a lot of dent there. I need to check out the original, whether is it supposed to be like this. And the belt is okay. Yeah, I see. I think that is okay. All these are the, I think it's the container for the wet pellets. Okay, and the legs looks okay. Again, it's shiny. I'm lucky that it doesn't feel sticky. Yeah, it still feels alright. And there are pouches on his leg as well, looking pretty okay. And his head, let's take a look, and you can see his head is also very shiny there. Yeah, and mine do have a black spot on the eyes, which is not a good thing. And at the same time, you can see that there is a mispaint here on the eyes. Yeah, not so much on this side, but this side, yeah, I really do think that I received a rather bad piece for this Scarlet Spider. Oh no. Okay, let's move on to the articulation. I'll start with the head as always, so you can look to the right. Oh my god, it's very tight. Looking to the left is also possible, but it's very tight on my copy here. Looking up is pretty okay. Looking down is also pretty good. and his arm can go 360 degrees. There's a butterfly joints. Okay, you can see the movement is pretty good, and there's arm swivels. Let's see how well it can go sideways more than 90 degrees, and it's very loose joint here, so there is a a double joint elbow, okay, which is pretty good, but you can see the metal pin there. His hand can turn around going up and down, and for his torso there's one point of articulation right beneath his chest, and there's also one on his waist. Oh, okay. So it's not broken, don't worry, just that it comes out rather easy. You can actually turn, but it's very tight. You can hear the clicking sound. Okay, so let's see how well you can do a bend forward, just like this, and bending backwards, yeah, about this. Okay, for his leg, of course there's a pull down mechanisms. Okay, with the leg being pulled down, you can kick about 90 degrees, slightly more, and kicking backwards is about here. Okay, but you have a huge gap here, so there's no cuts on the thighs, but you can still do some inner swivels, a double joint knee, you can hear the squeaking sound. And for his leg, you can actually do some ankle rocker going sideways, up and down, and of course he does comes with a toe hinges as well. So with both the leg pull down, okay, you can do quite a good split, a perfect split there. Yep. Okay, so I believe the articulations is probably more or less the same as the original Mafex. And next we'll move on to the accessory. I'll start with the hands as always. So it does comes with a pair of closed fist hand that's already on the figure, a pair of relaxed hands, a pair of thumbs up hand, or you can use it to hold on to the webbings, a pair of web shooting hands, a pair of wall crawling hands, another pair of wall crawling hand which have magnets on it, and lastly also another pair of magnetized foot. And beside this regular head that is on the figure, he does comes with another two interchangeable head which looks very clean. It doesn't have any black spot. I think it's being painted rather sharp this time. And this is the highlight of this figure. It does comes with another ones, which is the big spider there. Yeah, this is more comic accurate, which is what everyone wanted. So CT Toy actually give this, whereby the Mafex doesn't. And he also comes with quite a lot of webbing, as you can see here. Two short webbing for the wrist, two longer webbings for the wrist, another two webbings for him to swing, and another two curl up webbings for him to use when he's swinging as well. And lastly, these curl up webbings for him to use when swinging as well. He also comes with this standard stands from CT Toys. So here are the accessories that he comes with. I believe is exactly the same as the original Mafex, except for this additional hoodie. And next we'll try to put on some of the accessory onto him. So I'll start with the hands. Let's see, is it as easy as the original Mafex? Let's put the one with the thumbs up, and you can just slot in the webbings. Woohoo! And as for this webbing for the wrist, you just need to remove the hands, slide it in, and use the web shooting hands. Yeah, that's how it looks like. For this webbing, previously I have made a video saying that how Mafex have cheated us, because there's no way the hands can actually go through the webbing because all these parts are stick together. So this hand will not be able to actually hold it like what is shown, but actually this portion here can be opened up. So it's like a very secret thing that you can actually just slide it through and let it hold, and then just close it back, and something like this. So it looks like he's actually holding it. Very clever. But this piece here is the original from Mafex. And this one here is actually from CT, and I have tried several times just now and it just doesn't open up. I guess they might have forgotten to actually make it to be able to open. Yeah, so it's strongly stick together. There's no way this thing can open, so you won't be able to use this for your CT Toys. Or is it just mine? So for those of you who actually bought the CT Toys, can actually let me know down in the comment section if yours can be opened up like what I shown just now on the original Mafex webbings. Now to change the head, basically you just need to pull it out and just pop in the head that you want. Yes, surprisingly there's a popping sound. And this one just looks pretty good, but this is my favorite. It looks amazing. Wow. Let's see how it looks with the hoodie on. That's awesome as well. And next I'd like to put on this vest on the original Mafex. Yes, been wanting to have a comic accurate one which CT Toy actually given us. Okay, so the tricky part now is how do I put it on? I don't wish to actually pop off the arm to do it, even though I know that it's easier to do it with the arm being popped up. Should I actually taking it out? Let's try. Okay, so here is how he looks like being naked. Okay, so let's hope this one will be easier to fit in, because it's made of clothing, soft cottons, I think. Things are slowly looking good. Okay, can pop back the heads. Okay. Yep, so there we have it. This one is so much better, guys. Wow. Okay, with the big spider emblems at the back and at the front as well, so this is more comic accurate. And yep, there are still bendy wires around the hoodie, which is quite soft, but it's all good there. And this time around, I do think that the string actually is almost the same as the ones that they give us. Okay, it's very long. If you don't like it, maybe you can just, you know, trim it a little. Yeah, just cut it like this. Okay, but nevertheless, it does look so much better with this clothing now. Wow. Okay, seems like it's totally upgrading it as compared to this one, which is inaccurate. Okay, even though this is I think it's a better material compared to this one, you can tell this is more like a cotton, this is like a nylon. Yeah, maybe nylon is so much more expensive than this cotton, but nevertheless I do find this one being more comic accurate and does upgrade the looks very much. And I do remember some of you guys actually try to custom made it, buy from customizer, or even buy from, you know, AliExpress. There are some of the sellers selling there, and guess what, CT Toy just give it free for us. Wow, that's mind-blowing. I hope you click on the likes button if you enjoyed the review. Thank you. And next we'll move on to some size comparisons. I will start with some SH figures. I do have this Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, which is about the same height, as well as the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man. Okay. And moving on, next let's move on to some Mafex. I do have the comic versions of Spider-Man, the 185. Yep, and it's very obvious that he's taller than him. As well as the symbiote Spider-Man from Mafex as well. And next we'll move on to CT Toys. So we do have the comic version of Spider-Man, which is about the same height, as well as this symbiote Spider-Man from CT Toys as well. This one looks very small. The Scarlet Spider is actually slightly taller than him. And next we'll compare with the Marvel Legends Maximum Spider-Man, which is very obviously taller than him, as well as this Mass Toy Symbiote Spider-Man. Wow, both of them are taller than him. And lastly, how can we not compare him with this Mafex Scarlet Spider, which is what this is copying from, and you can see it's like brothers here, whereby the Mafex actually is taller than him. Not very much, but you can tell that this guy is bigger. Okay, so for my final thoughts, maybe it's just mine, this CT Toys Scarlet Spider is not being made very well. I mean, there are lots of defects like the seams lines and the pins and the joints and the gap at the joints. But we all know this is CT Toys, so there are no guarantee that you will get a perfect one. So yes, I do recommend it, especially if you have the Mafex and you need the comic accurate hoodie. So getting this figure is just like a bonus that comes with it. However, if you're not bothered by the accuracy of the hoodie, I don't think you need to get another CT Toys Scarlet Spider when you already have the Mafex ones. So once again, I do hope that you enjoy my review, and I will catch you guys again in my next video. Now do watch this video right over here.